Please welcome President, Coldwell Banker Affiliates, Jason Waugh.
Yes, good morning, Coldwell Banker. How about that opening act? Yeah, thank you, Lily Arce and the Sky Miles Choir. Now, I've got to admit, after I saw their first performance, I felt genuinely sorry for whoever had to follow them. And then there was this gentle reminder that whoever was me. But I'm ready. It is so good to be here with so many professionals who are all in. Welcome to Genblue 2025, right here in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Where are my Coldwell Banker Premier people at? Right here? From right here in Las Vegas, Bob and Molly Hamrick and their outstanding team, great to see you. They've gone above and beyond to show their pride in their city, this event, even creating a commemorative Genblue sticker. They've printed 1,000 of them, so if you see Bob or you see Molly or any CB Premier agents, ask for one. It's a great way to connect with a phenomenal team right here in Las Vegas. And speaking of being all in, where is Sharonica Thompson with Coldwell Banker Elite? Where is Sharonica? I can't see anybody, but I hear the noise over there. Sharonica, thank you for being here. You see, Sharonica and her daughters were involved in a pretty serious car accident back in May. Fortunately, everybody's good. But Sharonica did experience some complications from her injuries, which led to a stay in the ICU. But throughout her rehab, she remained determined, using the thought of attending Genblue in Las Vegas as motivation to power through the most challenging physical therapy sessions. And here she is, living that goal, showing us all what resilience and being all in looks like. Sharonica, great to see you, and congratulations. So I want to begin by acknowledging the journey that we've all been on. The past 3 years have brought a contracting or flat market. It's been complex, it's been challenging, it's been fluid, it's been volatile, it's been a series of starts and stops and starts and stops. But here's the truth. This moment, right now, may be one of the most important of your career. Why? Because when a market shrinks, when uncertainty dominates headlines, market share shifts. That is when the committed separate themselves from the pack. Jill Biggs, where are you? Hold on, Jill, I've got to ask the question first. This is when we take what, Jill? That's right, we take our unfair share. Everything that we do today is building for the tailwinds that are coming. Flat markets are not waiting rooms, they're growth windows. I'm going to say that again. Flat markets are not waiting rooms, they're growth windows. And when the market heats up again, the playing field levels. But right now, it's not level. And that means you have the edge if you're all in. Now, if history repeats itself or it serves as a guide and the data says it is, we're entering the final stage of this current market cycle. Past downturns last 3 to 4 years. Look at 1980 to 1982, 3 years. 1989 to 1991, 3 years. 2008 to 2011, the worst economy since the Great Depression, 4 years. We're more than 3 years into the current cycle. Yes, I believe short-term volatility remains, but this moment, right now, is a gift. It's when the committed outperform the interested. I'm going to say that again. It's when the committed outperform the interested. It's the willingness to be inconvenienced that separates the best from the rest. Now, we all know what's driving volatility. It's affordability. And that's shaped by 3 forces: mortgage rates, housing supply, home prices. What I call the impact triangle. But here's the good news. Wages are now rising faster than home prices. That improves affordability. Mortgage rates are trending down, reactivating sideline buyers. Inventory's normalizing, giving buyers more options. Price appreciation is slowing. That's a healthy correction after the post-COVID surge. So the data's clear. We're nearing the end of this current cycle. And those who lean in now will be best positioned for what's next. And the next market, it will be an appreciating one. And when the tide rises, it lifts all boats. And that's great for the industry, but it also means a more level playing field. And right now, the field is anything but level. That's why now is the moment to take more action. Now, the formula in a flatter contracting market is pretty simple. Fewer units available requires more activities, requires more conversations, just to do the same amount of business. And if we want to grow our business, we've got to do more than that. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that the market has enough units for every licensed agent in our industry to achieve their goals, because it doesn't. But here's what I will tell you. There is absolutely enough business out there today for every Coldwell Banker professional to not only achieve their goals, but to exceed them. There are Hey, good to see you, bud. I can't see the front row. There are so many examples throughout this great network of professionals doing more. But one really stood out to me here recently. Jenna Amalfitano with Coldwell Banker Tomlinson in the Tri-Cities area of Washington State. Yeah, we got Washington represented. Now, Jenna couldn't be with us today. She and her husband just welcomed a new baby boy a couple of weeks ago, but her story is remarkable. And it probably reflects many of us in this room. So I get wind of this new agent that relocated from Alabama to Washington. That's pretty far apart. Doesn't get much further apart than Alabama to Washington. No real estate background, no sphere of influence, no family in the area. And in spite of all that, she closes 18 transactions in her first full year. Yeah. So I need to find out, how she did it. So I call her, and after some pleasantries, ask her, now, how did you close 18 transactions in your first full year, given your circumstances? And she says, I joined a great company and a great office, and everyone in my office is so supportive, which I know all to be true. I've known Shelley Johnson for a long time, Bob Van Allen, Glenn Gosch, ownership and leadership of the office, all wonderful people. I've actually attended one of their awards event. Culture is phenomenal. But I knew there had to be more, so I pressed her again. What did you do? Her answer? Open houses. I mean, her answers were so short, I almost felt like she didn't want to have a conversation with me. But I pressed on. And so I asked her, well, what was your open house strategy? Her answer, well, I host 3 on Saturdays, I host 3 on Sundays, and I try to host 2 to 4 during the week. Here's the key. Every time I host an open house, I have the mindset of expecting to generate business. That's what more looks like. Whatever activities put you in front of people, we just have to do more of it. These types of markets demand it. We win by owning the moment that we're in. The headwinds of the past 3 years will become tailwinds, and the best growth does not happen during the tailwind. It happens before it. Now, I believe the formula for success is AA plus RR equals U. Attitude and action plus routine and relationships equals U. Matt Weaver, Coldwell Banker McMahon, where are you, my friend? Yes. What does the U represent? Units, baby. More units, that's right. So Matt's smarter than me, so I didn't actually have the U in my success formula. Matt was gracious enough to invite me to join his team in a meeting early on in my tenure. And somehow throughout the course of this conversation, I shared that AA plus RR equals success. Matt calls me a few weeks later and says, we love that. That's our mantra for next year, but we've added the U. That's great, Matt. What's the U represent? More units. I was so excited, but also felt like the dumbest person on the planet that I couldn't come up with the U myself. So thank you for finishing the formula, Matt. But like all of us here, Jenna exemplifies that formula. Attitude, approach every open house with the expectation of generating business. Action, host 8 to 10 open houses every single week. Routine, I host 3 on Saturdays, I host 3 on Sundays, and I try to host 2 to 4 during the week. Relationships, that consistent activity puts me in front of a lot of people to have a lot of conversations about buying or selling real estate. The result? Success. Now, 4 to 5 years ago, the marketing really favored those with the most willing customers. 3 years ago, it returned to a more traditional skills-based market. Today, I would contend the winners today are the super skilled. So continue to go all in on your training, on your learning, on your professional development. The most valuable investment we can make is in ourselves. And as Brian Tracy wisely said, learners are earners. Learners are earners. So while mastering skills is what sets winners apart, it's really the power of human connection that sustains that success, gives it meaning, gives it purpose. From my very first day in this role, I've shared an aspirational goal and opportunity with the brand team. And it's this: to make a large network feel smaller and more interconnected. Because this industry is about people, not just property. It's about connection. And you're in for a real treat when our guest presenter, Platon, speaks on that very topic. I believe we're making real progress toward that goal of being more interconnected through initiatives like Agents Helping Agents, our monthly virtual series hosted either by myself or Brett Matsura, featuring conversations with productive, abundance-minded agents from our network that are openly sharing their best practices. And if you can't make it live, every single recording is archived on CBU. And I would challenge you, make it live, and also watch the recorded versions. It's so rich in content. We also have our global referral network. That's our new platform connecting you to our domestic and global network for residential and commercial referrals. Within the first 2 weeks of launch, we saw an $8 million referral from Bowling Green, Kentucky to South Africa. John Huggins, owner of Coldwell Banker Legacy Group in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Where are you? John might have went to the Monday night game. John, are you out there? Okay, excellent job, my friend. Or we have our Inspired Living Initiative launching today with 4 categories: land and ranch, water properties, urban living, and sports and entertainment. If you serve these types of properties and clients, we invite you to drop by the Lifestyles booth in the marketplace to learn more about this initiative and join this community of like-minded professionals. And here at Genblue, you'll sharpen emerging skills through our workshops, including our marquee session to choose the AI Innovator of the Year. The response was outstanding with over 40 submissions from across the country. A panel of judges carefully reviewed each entry, selected 5 finalists who really demonstrated exceptional innovation in applying AI to real estate. And tomorrow, these 5 finalists will take the stage for the AI Innovator finale, pitching their ideas live. And the audience will decide who takes home the title of AI Innovator of the Year. So don't miss it. Join us for the AI Innovator finale. So here's what I know. 2 is better than 1 if 2 work as 1. 2 is better than 1 if 2 work as 1. We are stronger together as a more interconnected network. And it's in those moments of connection, whether it's across the country or across a screen, where the strength of our network truly comes to life. You know, recently I joined a virtual team meeting hosted by Brandon Johnson, owner of Coldwell Banker Crown Realtors. Brandon, where are you? Good morning, Brandon. You must have stayed home last night. So Brandon asked me, you know, in your nearly 2 years with Coldwell Banker, what are you most proud of? And I hadn't been asked that question, at least that directly. So I found myself pausing because I wanted to be thoughtful in my response. And it would have been easy to point to production milestones, right? I mean, after all, we are a sales organization. But what stands out most is the empathy, the compassion, the support that I've witnessed across this network. Whether it's transactional assistance or stepping up with emotional and financial support in response to unimaginable and heartbreaking damage and loss from hurricanes, from flooding, from fires, this network always shows up, and it's inspiring. It has reaffirmed my decision to leave the only organization that I've ever known, 30 years, not for tools, not for resources, but for people and the culture. So take a moment and look around you. What I see isn't the doom and gloom that the media tries to sell us. I see drive, I see grit, I see heart, and I see a room full of professionals who are truly all in. So let's continue building, let's continue growing, let's expand our network, and in fact, we're doing just that. We've seen exceptional year-over-year growth across our affiliate network with a 70% increase in new GCI onboarded compared to the same time period last year. In fact, we're excited to announce that a new significant affiliate has just joined us and will be officially introduced by the end of this month from a rival brand. And now they are all in. We're also seeing remarkable international growth, now present in 48 countries and territories. Represented here today are 182 global professionals from 37 countries. And I'd like to invite all of our international attendees to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for traveling so far. We're committed to growing with professionals of your caliber. You play a vital role in helping us expand our network and shaping who we are and who we're going to become. And when you do, we'll recognize your efforts through our referral rewards program. So let's continue to build the network that you believe in together. This moment matters. Let's not waste it. The next chapter is coming, and we're writing it together right now. So let me leave you with this. Our goal for Genblue is pretty simple. We want to inform and inspire. We want to inform and inspire. We want to inform and inspire. And yes, we want to have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. We've curated an incredible experience. If you go all in on your professional development and your networking over the next 48 hours, you will return to your market re-energized, refocused, and ready to take, Jill, your unfair share of opportunities to close out 2025 and launch into 2026 strong. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to partner with Coldwell Banker. We're proud to be on this journey with you. Thank you.